All in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Tonight, it's another installment of the International Series, and we've got a good one on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score. And the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
Check. Rush in.
On first down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Trevor Williams was shot out of a cannon there on the corner blitz.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This is Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch that grip. Watch that 3-3. Safety's gripping. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Mahomes now on the sneak, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. And Butker able to put this one through. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that. Super toe.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Mahomes forced out to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Hyde on the draw. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And this is caught at the 8. 12 yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal.
Check.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Hey, 43, 15. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. No, check that. Check that. 52 right here.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 79! Mike spoke both. Watch twist!
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Jukes by again. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, Rivers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up fourth down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And picked up by the Chargers. Then he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. So not only did they get the fumble recovery on the punt, but now look at this field position. He almost took it the distance.
And the ability to not just make the play, but turn it into something big, that's what coaches harp on all the time. How do we create big plays that'll change the game? And that may have been one that just did.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
52's and Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Cut. Mike 52. Right.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 88 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
180. 180.
3rd and long for Rivers. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run high. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Now it's Mahomes again. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They run the counter. Thompson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Jerry Tillery, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes, rolling to his left. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear
by the time
we have to leave the booth.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Under 10, under 10.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Mahomes now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Townsend. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is caught, Watkins. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
We got 4.
That's another
What's the
Kansas City
61.
Chiefs.
Matchbox,
First
right.
down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
15.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Yellow. How's the little lady? We got it.
Now Thompson. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darwin Thompson with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Chargers, nothing. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Gordon. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Deuce. Red.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
38-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
At the 23-yard line.
Joker, run 80!
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
The 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. 3 down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Hey, 50's the mic, 50's the mic. Target.
Wait, 89! On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
They'll run for it with Eckler. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food, because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's Hyde. And the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Zero. Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Rivers hands off to Eckler, and he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Chiefs 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Now Taylor. And it's complete. They're going to get the 1st. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Kansas City, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs.